Hey friends, how y'all doing today? Who we gonna tell on today? Let's pick some back. For real, because we gonna get some straight around here. Parental discretion is always advised. Not even playing with them. Now, who told the lie? Look, who we want to talk about? Somebody already locked up, and somebody is in prison telling on you guys. Remember that 10 and 15 years? You think that man gonna just sit down 10 and 15 years? Look, and just let you slide like that while you sitting out here fucking on his woman and shit, right? Or his man's. You're enjoying yourself. Yeah, y'all putting out the leg of the lamb, right? You think that he's gonna let that slide? He wants you to slide right in his cell block one. Okay, look, this the horizon. That's coming for the thief. Meaning you about to get picked up momentarily. You can't make this up for stealing from people and playing with people kids. I don't care what form of fashion it is. I'm gonna try to control my vocabulary momentarily. See, it's kind of packed out there. But everybody know I curse, right? It's just a form of expression. When you're dealing with people that came and stole your rations, you're gonna give it to them. Give it to them. Look. So they took that trip and oh yeah, a lot of people took trips and got married to people in prison. But what's up with my guy? I shouldn't be using these ones yet. So so my guy and the main female of the community, the main male and the main female, the community, who the top shotters of that? Who grandfather did y'all kill? Huh? To steal his bills. Huh? Your own granddads too, right? Like I said, they left y'all a lot of money. And then y'all still was acting like dummies coming for me. I don't see how. That's how I know it's a cult too, and it's got to be people close in proximity. They was doing all kind of research, and I didn't know though, you guys. So you could call me a dunce cat, but look at how I came and put it back on them. Look at who I put the disperse those hats to. Look at who all wearing the caps now, and they trying to hide it too. They trying their best to hide it like they divided that money lowly. But it shows, like I said, a lot of people is attending funerals and shit. They try to play me, right? Acting like they know me because of the pictures. Like I said, all over. Look, main female, mature man. Yeah, so somebody, main female. Yeah, she had that rose in her. She was giving y'all everything. Like I said, planning your food and everything. Hide behind this man. This mature man looks like a judge as well. The lawyer, right? And spoiler alert: who the banker? Who the banker? Who? Oh, y'all know each other. Y'all all's in rotation with each other. Where that? Like I said, you're not taking anything off of my back. Nothing else. This the counterattack. Like I said, the karma was going to be crazy for you. Look, the karma was going to be crazy for you. And a lot of people are in bad health behind their marriages. You know, I see that. Oh yeah, you know what was coming up when I was setting myself up here. Uh, remember where my place where I lived for the 9 years I was dismissed from. Um, aren't you guys connected to some type of social media uh, person that I don't know what they do, but um, that came up. So you guys were able to hack into accounts with that. But it was mine. Like I said, large amounts. That's just what I got. Large amounts of cash. That's how y'all was able to fuck with this. Like I said, it don't matter. Y'all made that bad. Now who's in charge of the girls? Hi, friend. Don't be afraid of me, okay? Look, high honor. Is somebody concerned about me being in higher? Like I said, I stand alone. Sudden wealth. Yeah, it's a concern. I'm getting my money, and I want you dead about it. Oh yeah, I want you dead. This dad too. Want you dead. That's fire. Now who trying to block the views? It don't matter. Like I said, I only need one. And then you got some people that are so dunce. They take the information and spread it amongst one, but one times two times three. Let's just count it up, right? It adds up. Keep putting in that work. Look, the community got jerked. Those cars were bad gifts. Look at this how your car's getting dragged too. How about this? Don't this look like the tow truck? Put in those cars. I was the gift. Like I said, I brought to the community. I brought joy to the, you know what I'm saying? I came to the community correct, even though they were incorrect. And they still try to disrespect. So here you go. Look, thief from the child. Y'all don't believe it stood for me for a long time. And he stole from my kid too. Hey, we're not supposed to get a child support check or something like so. Mhm. For real, somebody owed me. And when I think about that shit, I want to put them in bad health. I want to put them in infirmary. That's why I said go to send them to jail with the rest of the friends. How are you guys holding on to that? Like, how are you allowing these people to slide with their slackness? Huh? I'm just questioning it. Because like I said, if I go steal something or do something irate, you guys will put me like this. How you do it? Oh, you bend your fingers back and don't move too much or it's gonna tighten up. You'll put me on a chain gang quick. Look, who's in charge of that shit? Like I said, pastors and stuff. People go, oh, just had the pastor. You trust in him? You believe in him. So you'll leave your little kid with him, your son, your daughter. So you guys are with that shit then. That's what you're telling me? That's why I told y'all, lay down with it. Judges and all of that. Yes, this is the message of concern for the people. I been was putting people on and they still was disregarding the shit. Look, this confirmation. You shouldn't have disregarded what I had to say. And if you did, you should have just went the other way because, hey, the wrath is bad. You're not swimming through that. You're gonna drown. I need you, Dad. Take it how it resonated. Like I said, y'all thought it was cute to for how you guys did the medical malpractice. You thought it was cute to just ignore CPS basically situations. That was all right though, right? And the whole time, like I said, you had the whole police department. Well, not one, like I said, not all of you, but it's a 90-10 rule. If you were in on it, come on, y'all. Like I said, you don't have to know me, but watch what you're doing to certain people because you never know who really holy. In spite of what was bestowed upon me from the thieves, at you know, etc. I did this shit with no money. Look, well, technically I did. I invested, but look at this. What they tried to do after they stole from me. The whole family too. Like I said, I don't discriminate. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. Because I got tired of turning the other cheek, especially when it got big. Like I said, you coming for my money, all types of gigs. And like I said, it was no disrespect to the jobs itself, but if I see a boat out there, bro, and y'all know I'm over 1,000 videos online, and then I'm still putting in the work. Like I said, I'm going into facilities. Me and another person that's supposed to be working together on a heavy labor. This ain't no bullshit. and you take this man off and put him with another guy and got me doing this shit like I'm the boss. All right, bitch. I'm the boss then. I need my motherfucking money. And those faggots ain't gonna do shit to me. I need you to kill yourself, dummies, because y'all played. Y'all played with the wrong motherfucker. Like I said, these places were filthy. Not all of them. But a nice majority, they were fucking filthy. That shit was uncoordinated as hell. I had to protect my neck though. And they still was playing. Like I said, it's all about self. Because I was ready to rip me a bitch apart. On top of that, I know that men are big. They think, oh, he's a giant, but he can still fall like a mark. Shit, he targeted himself just because somebody told him something or promised him a beer and a bump. Like I said, I worked around a lot of fiends. If I'm lying, I'm flying. They promised him a beer and a fucking bump. Don't play with me. A pair of sneakers or a new sweatshirt. Like these people were filthy. You could see people wear the same shit for a week straight. How the fuck you been working there forever and you still nasty? You only had a few of them that kept up with themselves. And know my mans though. Those my mans for real though. Because they respected it for how it was going down. We exposed the real whores. Like I said, I can wear whatever the fuck I want to. If I don't present myself like so, don't ever disrespect me. Go play with your play or don't play with me. Play with your bitch. Look, the work was. Y'all tried to stagnate me by giving me all of the motherfucking burdens. And y'all owe me. Like I said, it's curtains. Remember how they was clocking me? I was clocking in and they was fucking up my hours and stuff. I never complained. I went correctly. And bitches still try to put me at a strain. That's why I want them dead. And I knocked their fucking heads off. Yeah, she's 100. 110, bitch. And I'm 98 hot about that disrespect. Like I said, it doesn't matter a color or a creed. Don't nobody give a fuck what your dumb ass don't like all that scamming y'all did and still dropping on your knees. But you supposed to be tired of that shit? I don't care who put their nose up. You ain't put your nose up when your man was molesting that kid. When he cheated on you and burnt you, bitch. I know they did. Because come on, look at all the horrors. Look at his son. Burnt them wives and shit. Fuck around and find out how I found out. Because ain't nobody protect themselves in quarantine with your stinking asses. Like I said, it's sex cults. When you dealing with shit like that, look at them. The Thunderbolt. Look, all because of this. As I mentioned, my personal life is bliss. So can't nobody say that I wasn't the shit. But they was trying to steal, so they got fucked out of it. Like I said, Destiny stealing, and these bitches can't be. They don't like washing dishes and shit. They don't like taking care of their kids. A lot of them had these babies just to try to lock a man in so they could get paid. Ugh. Disgusting. That's not a maybe. They're fucking disgusting. Like I said, you shouldn't have came over here. Dears. Playing with Ray and them. Uh-huh. I hope everybody in tears. Too many years for your unreliable offers. Yeah, now go and slaughter. I'm not trying to promote the violence in full, but like I said, that shit is crazy. Remember back in the days, they was getting dragged and pulled, right? They thought they was about to do that shit to me. Like I said, a lot of people that are in situations, they put themselves in these situations by laying up and fraternizing with the wrong people. You know those drugs is bad. We been knew that shit. Then they still went to the Diddy parties. Like, that's not my bag. And if you try to give me one, I'll give it back. And if you insist, I'm gonna give it to the rats. You got me fucked up. I'm not addicted to shit. Except for exposing this. I take it back. I gotta vanish now. Like I said, they trying to steal the content and everything. Just give me my bread. Because these people still ain't gonna be shit. you gonna follow somebody, try to downgrade them and copy their shit? It don't make sense to me. Like I said, I don't gotta copy anything. If somebody's doing something that's grand and it's could possibly be upkeep in my life, I utilize it correctly. You know, this didn't come overnight. I already had people to look up to in spite of my life, uh, the life that I had to go through. You know what I'm saying? Never come for nobody who, look, there always was some good people to look up to. And it's depth to any relationship that's trying to be a bugaboo, trying to supersede, trying to turn this mother out, trying to make you lose control. These whores lost control and they brought death to all their relationships. Like I said, that shit is nasty. Get those cups. Somebody's lying. Look, here go one is willing to put forth the information and put forth the effort, and the other one was not. In my case, I let it go. It didn't matter. That shit was a TKO. Like I said, I don't owe anybody anything, whether you like it or not. Now, flip this content and what do they do? Yeah, still this content wrong with this. For real, get on there and tell them to kill themselves. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. Ain't no such thing as promoting no peace when you got people stealing from you, trying to put you in the streets. Like I said, nobody wasn't putting nothing in that cup. But they could put it in the cup, but I ain't had to drink it up. Drink up. Right. Look. Like I said, if anybody want to approach me about it, bitch, you really want to explain yourself on why you did that? Because I'm not going to act irate unless you act irate. We're doing the same thing. I'm matching your energy. Y'all know y'all can't compete with that. You stink. Your stomach probably hurts. You know, when you fuck off, that takes your energy. You ain't no more Starburst. See, I'm wilding out. Literally. And the people that was behind the scenes working with these motherfuckers know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why they be sweating. Right? I make you sweat. They're gonna leave your breathless. Look at the defense. They know I'm real. They know that shit is right. They seen the offers. And they seen how I put up the great fight. Look, you can't make this up. I mean, I knew when I stepped on the scene, I'm like, damn, they about to try it too. Let me just play it by ear. Because like I said, I'm still mad cool. I'm still cool as a bitch. And I don't have to prove that to anybody. You see it. But when you're promised something or somebody give you $1, it's like, okay, fuck that bitch. Okay, and did you know that this bitch was like, fuck you on the scene? Go tell your daddy them that. Go call the police. For real. Got them following me and shit. They don't honor their jobs either. Like I said, who sent them to kick my door in at 4 a.m. when I was moving to the house where y'all knocked that man off? The 745 Benz? Yeah, y'all ain't slick. Like I said, friends, let's take it all back to 2010. Who's the executor of that estate? What county clerk? Who fake? Like I said, all right, friends, I don't care how you do it. You need to put this shit to the end. And it ain't going to be on this friend, right? It ain't this friend. Put that shit to an end. I need my fucking money. And you need to be in jail. Bum to that. I'm not letting up. Like I said, them people chose to do that shit. Like they chose to accept things from you. You say if you know somebody treating you bad, that's another thing. If somebody's treating you bad, they gonna stay treating you bad. So just leave them where they at. And their ass is gonna get mad. That's narcissistic tendencies. That's why you know what we do to them. We cut them off limb by limb. Like, okay, this gonna hurt me, but let him go. This might hurt me, but I'm better off on my own. Because if somebody's toxic, don't be shocked. this emotion like? Somebody toxic. Look, you don't know what they working towards. As I mentioned yesterday, you can smell the fish in the cup. And you can do whatever you want to. Like I said, it don't matter how you give it up. Just watch who you giving it up to. You really thought that I was about to let y'all Blues Clues get past me? Who would have knew? Think you was gonna get past me? Huh? No. Throw that in the trash. You blasphemous. Oh, remember that garbage can by the job? Over there by the church that y'all popped all the Jesus piece apart? Remember when y'all used to put it right there at the curb, talking about, and they even had the nerve to put butt stuff on it. I'm like, what that supposed to mean? When I would go on my breaks and shit, I'm like, who's doing that? For real. So obscene. If that's what you like, do it. That's why ain't no niggas left for me. Y'all don't fuck them all. Ain't nothing left. Like I said, I don't care what you seen. It's about the theft. I want to know where you got which one of you guys what were you guys putting in Sally's cup? Or what the fuck, right? What were you guys putting in her cup? Look, you can't make this up. Look what y'all put in her cup, my guys. Look. Y'all thought y'all was about to get away. Y'all thought y'all did that shit incognito in this guy's nose. That's why I sat back. And God gave me these eyes. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Remember all that shrimp and stuff y'all was putting in the napkins and stuff? That's nasty. Is that why a lot of those restaurants closed down? Look. I wouldn't care what you see, what you say. How you feel about that one? See? And not one time did I overreact, Tons. I just played it off cool, because ain't no telling when I'm down for a jackboot. Right. It's the murder rap to keep y'all dancing. We talking about the wannabe Charles Manson. Huh? Like I said, all kinds of people, all times of night. See, I be on my porch like 2, 3 in the morning, y'all. Y'all know I smoke big ass blunts, and I also drink. So say on the weekend I'm chilling. I'm in my own club, in my zone. You got people acting like they incognito. How you gonna ride past the house at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning? Like that's real creepy. Even on the weekends. What y'all thought y'all was about to do? Break in? I told you I did learn one thing on how to do, right? If somebody come in your home and you there, ain't no jumping out no second story window. You supposed to knock his ass off. He wasn't an invited guest. He or she, they. So you meet him at the door. In my case, I was in a little what I made. What do you want to call that thing here? I forgot. Like a mini barricade. It was only one way in and one way out. It was funny, but it wasn't. Because you got kids. Even if I didn't have my kids work there, it's just the concept that people tried to set up somebody to put them in despair. That's why I said what I said, and I meant it, dears. I'll do it. All day I'll do it. I do it like Tony. Got a sign on this bitch that say, I'll go man it too, homie. Look, I'll give it to you. Because I'm smelling. And then they kept leaving that door open. I used to have to leave I started having to leave my job to come and lock the door. I had a camera on it, but them nasty ass neighbors got paid to do their due diligence. And the foyer would be so fucking stink. I used to be sick. I worked for Incense. I tried to fix the place. They had people walking through. Who's the realtor? Remember when the guy came from New York and he said he was filming the place for someone a possible buyer in New York? So you bitches were just filming for who? Huh? What was that about? Nobody did any renovations. They were sneaking that bitch when I was gone. Like I said, what the fuck were you guys doing in there? And y'all can feel any way y'all want to. Fuck that. That money's mine. I want you dead about it. Anybody got paid to try to fuck me? That's my money. So you go slap the fucker who made you do that stupid shit, who put you in a situation to be put in the grave with them. And that's on me. I really don't like calling on like saying that, oh God, or oh my son, but it comes out like that. Like, cause those are some of the ones that y'all fucked over. Look, that damn page fish here. Y'all played yourself. Look at that could be blinded, but also you could see both sides. That's why I got two swords, one in each hand. One for the left, one for the right, man. That's wrong. And they thought it was cute, like they be pushing on the gas. Right? But I was like, yo, that's your ass for real. God, crash. Remember? Crash. What's wrong with that? Now, people can feel sad as they want to. Come on, you ain't got no business out here drinking and driving under any type of influence, speeding past mad motherfuckers trying to act like you going somewhere to get to the light and shit. Bitch, y'all doing that shit on purpose on your own. You need to be dead. And it's not promoting anything wrong. These are people that don't need to be here no more. All around the world, the same song. I'm not about to tolerate that shit. Look. Them secrets crazy. Look at the crash. No drinking and driving, bitch. This person riding. It ain't nothing wrong with it if you think you got it, but don't be surprised when everybody at your funeral was singing the hymns about it. Oh, I wouldn't be crying about no shit like that. That person was stupid. And then for the innocent that's riding home coming from work, fucking jerks. And please don't let them be in one of those cars that I paid for. That shit's cursed. Like I said, these people were playing with magic first. Look, you can't make this up. This person playing with magic, nigga. Look at. Gonna put you, make your ass hurt. Now, who fake? Like I said, who worse? Don't ever come for me. And I don't try to read people. This shit is not rehearsed, but I get tired of having to put it out there. But I do want my money. I don't care who knows about it. Now laugh at that, dummies. Like I said, I wouldn't want to go to school with them. I didn't have to, did I? I could count this. I could count to 10. And if you say something I can comprehend, don't play with me. Y'all just fucked up. All around the tables, you see? Playing them childish ass games. In groups. Caught in a state of emergency. Urgency. Look. And then I know about the AI. I start learning about the AI. And they was saying, letting us know how they can manipulate videos and shit like that. Like you're manipulating the video, it don't matter. Like I said, if any of that shit come out wrong and you got these dummies looking at me all, no, approach me correctly. Ask me. Because I'm going to send you back to your home. Right to the homie that sent you. Look, I'm going to send you right the fuck back. Ain't that send him? Send for me. It's like a message in a bottle, baby. It is, ain't it? The message in a bottle, baby. Sing for me. Just a telephone call away. Like I said, I grew up with all of them. What my man Yo Gotti said, they all fake. As soon as I said that, look, this the Wheel of Fortune, then it flipped in reverse. They all fake. Hermit, the lovers, they all fake. Even the loveless relationships, that was fake. Look, High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. I put in work, too much work. Empress, and I'm generous with it. Like I said, knowledge is within. Who got their paper and their pen? No matter where we go, we're gonna win. Hmm? I'm supposed to do a spread, y'all. Every time I get a card, I just start going in. I got some new friends. They watching this. Like I said, you can't pretend. Ain't no need to. Look at my messages. All I gotta do is hit send. Look, look. That's why I came for their heads. Like I said, who not about to win? You want to race? You want to race? Let's run down to the courthouse. Oh yeah. Before I go, y'all. Remember when I went to the courthouse and I was trying to tell them that I was being stalked back then, like 2020 or some shit? And then the man gonna say, "Oh well, there's nothing we can do about it." So, like I said, if I hurt somebody, then I was scared though because I knew that I had to hurt somebody if they come for me. That's the only reason why I was scared. The repercussions that come with that. And I was making videos, but I wasn't putting them out because I didn't want you on me like that, y'all. We don't do anything for clout. But when it was time to shut them out, I'm like, yo, fuck it. If I gotta ever crash out on one of these people, y'all got to know what this is about so you'll not believe in so you can see that the rumors were fake. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Everybody. I do not discriminate until you show me what you really about. Then I have to take that. Who the fuck do you think this is? I'm not about to take that, man. I'm not take that. Show me. So I know if you need to be far as fuck away from me. Come on. Far. Stars are far. You can't touch no star. Now can you? You cannot. You can look at them all you want to, but you can't touch them. That's why I felt like that. And it's Colonel Mustard. Like, for real. We always do, you can't do nothing but investigate. And these people been busted. Like I said, I grew up with a lot of people. So I knew that they were even when they were little. Like, everybody has a spot to transition. Like I said, I killed somebody. Y'all know that shit? You seen it when I was little. And so if these bitches, if I could do that still and as an adult, and these people been stealing since we were little and bullies and shit, you don't think that's still in them? And they displayed this shit. It was all over the news. And it's like, you picked them? So shit. You picked them, but the whole time I forgot about the check, right? Checkmate. I forgot about that check. But I ain't forget about the check until I start seeing the people and it's like such disrespect. Like, you're not better than nobody, remember? Remember, I know you, bitch. I know your whole set. And I know about your grannies and them stealing up my checks. Huh? Been about the money. And they already knew who was tied to me and stuff. Like I said, cut the hands off the dummies. Yeah, we know about your sorry mommy did, right? Mine wasn't so bright neither. Look what she let, man, listen. Oh, for granny. I miss her though. That came because they scammed me. That nigga was gone. I can't believe it, damn it. Look, but you dead, bro. All off the head, man. I don't care if you don't like it. Karma's a bitch, huh? Ooh, ooh, look. Ooh, cut him down. Ooh, lock him up, cut him, spin him round. Right? We're gonna spin him round. Look, spin him round and put him in cell block one with Big Man, the new gangster in the town. Where and you could take him down. Y'all want look, take him down, grab him by his neck. Yo, they tried to do it for me. They was even sending chicks and like irate people to try to like bump me, just like total disrespect. I was like, yo, please God, change this around real quick. Cause the whole point is for them to lock me up. Try to make me slob, right? So I'm just twiddling my fingers like if this motherfucker do something too bad, then I'm at the bagel. Y'all know I be rhyming and stuff because I write. It's funny, but I really am about that life. I just learned to do my cornrows for you guys. If I ever had to go to prison, I know that we can't wear wigs and perms and all that shit. So I had to learn fast. Look. Look. I was taught to do this back in when I was about 8. Don't get no handle feelings, just do it. Do it, do 'em bad. Look, that's fire though. Because everybody had a choice. That's why I try to treat people right. Like I said, you don't have to raise your voice. I don't like arguing with people, nor do I like having to walk around them either when they up there trying to promote and do pure evil. So I give it back and it's like, oh, she wrong for that though. No, like I said, y'all sent those people. And it didn't matter the age or none of that. So what did you want for them? What were you expecting to get out of that? Let's really be logical about it. What were you expecting? Remember, grannies used to beat people, kids in church. They used to beat the kids in school. They had to be the parents. Like I said, y'all brought them back. Anybody on the other side of the fence could get murked with no murk. Thank you, my homeboy. They get murked with no murk. Look, you can't make this shit up. Stop playing. Big eyes. Word. You send people to hang themselves on a tree. We don't discriminate, but we do despise. With them little eyes. Look, page nights, whatever you want to send for. That shit gonna make you cry. That's wrong. That's why I told people to just sit down. If you take the money, you're on your own. And it's not about being tough. It's about getting you gone. By any means necessary. Like I said, your friend is my friend now. Aren't we friends? Don't be scared to tell me friends. Because you know how I do to them? If you my friend, I protect my friends. I do protect my friends at all costs, like I do babies. I would do my kids. Like I did for my kids. How about that? My kids are old now, so it's like whatever you choose, you run your own town. But just know if you still have the ability, put the clarity out there, shut that shit down. Right? Friends? Hi, friend. Oh, yeah, you know who I miss? I miss Poochie Cat. But it's all right. I'll get back into that. She's a whole nother story. So, Poochie Cat. See, I had to put her up, though, so I could balance out everything. Look, I was still able to keep going. Like I said, I don't do this for you to notice me. I just want you to know when shit stinks, throw it out, right? As fast as you get it, drop it because this is the money, but it came with magic, honey. They was casting too many spells to try to win at all costs, and they got blocked. And a lot of people went straight to hell with it. That was participating and knew about it. That's why I said, who want to share the cell with it? And as far as me telling them don't drop the soap, a lot of them didn't use it here now. They don't use soap now, so that might not be a factor. So you might just have to set him low. And I think that quote was from American Me. No copyrights to anybody's music. I meant to anybody's movies or anything. Remember when I told y'all? Yeah, karma's a bitch. Even the ladies, they can go in there. I used to have to laugh. They used to have me laughing. I was like, oh, Big Bertha, you're a big Bertha bitch or something like that. I was like, no, I'll make her clothes and shit. I could cook and stuff. Me and Big Bertha be friends. Or she'd be a dead man. You think I'm gonna just go to prison and just to go in there and let somebody just get me? If I go to prison, it's gonna be for murder, right? But I'm beating the charge because these people are really the Bob's Burgers, right? They really are. Like, look, they not. They really the burgers. Like, ooh, they really the burgers. So it's like, if I went to prison, I'm 23 and 1. Especially about my money, that shit ain't about to be no fun. Wish fulfillment. Anywhere I go, hon. Me and the warden would be friends. They wouldn't even want me to stay in there. I'll be like a porter or something. Work in the kitchen or something. So I can always eat. Look how tough I am. Because anything that I do to defend me is gonna be justified. Look at what I'm putting out there. I ain't got no reason to lie. We talking about uh money, money and murder. Even if it's attempted, it's still murder. Look, money and murder. You can't make this up. Look, I'll be justified. Justified. Look, that's the block right there. Standing up for what you believe in, standing up for what you know. Ain't nobody about to be successful going against me. Especially no hoes. Dead planets. Especially no hoes. You can't make this shit up. Mm-hmm. Now cast another spell, bitch. Let me do something to him. Come on. Send them come. This is fun, y'all. What are you doing? 76. Oh yeah, bring it on. You punk bitch. 76. Remember I told you about those cars? And then I told you how they exploited me with the cards, with my cards, these cards. And remember the car? I told you about the little, I guess the 80 and the 76, whatever. Like that's not a flex, bitch. And while they're just sitting there, you could have let me fix one so I could have drove it. How that look? That's funny, y'all. They mad, or they scared. Like, what we gonna do next, y'all? Try nothing except for jump on one of those logs. You know that? I could show you where to go, for real. And I'm not on that type of field. Like I said, I'm homicidal. So let's not ever get it fucked up, just in case they put that in the documents. And then we gonna break the fingers up who created that shit. Whoever typed it up or wrote it up and signed the documents, let's break their fingers just a little. Hey, let's take it back to old school. Let's crack their hands to dust. Let's make it look like this thin. You ever seen fingers this thin? Let me try. Let me try it. They will be experimenting on everything. Let's try it. Look. See, I told you. I'm creative. Very innovative. Look. Who? Who's regretful about it? I was born frozen, so you could never put me in the cold. I was born sad, so you could never make me sadder. But guess what? When I came back, it's made you battered. Like I want you all dead. Now I'm mad that I had her. Hmm. Like I said, ain't nobody got. You ain't got that much money. You just stealing mines, stealing my shit, trying to play me out. Like I said, stupid ass people, greedy as shit. I owe you nothing. Yeah, you came for this. You want to steal these too? Like I said, I'll make some. And I did make some. Y'all see in the background of how I do. Like I said, they put me there to steal. That's when Aunt Tuda passed away. Now who in despair? The post office, the school district. Like I said, people out there trying to act like they don't care. Okay then. You don't gotta hear it, you can feel it. I'm sending it right there. Now how you want to be remembered? Not my friends. Like I said, some of y'all better recognize because when you get in those accidents, you get dismembered. Because y'all got played by the great pretenders. Look, y'all got played by the great pretenders. Can't make that shit up. Now, you don't know how to read cards? Learn it from me. Like I said, they were setting up channels and everything. Look. Trying to imitate and mock people like you slack as shit, bitch. I bet you don't take care of your household. Look, they slack. Where does slackness come from? Me no know. So them bought me slack and bought me dirty. What? And everybody love me. Come on. I don't be trying to teach nobody nothing. Like I said, I taught myself and I learned from good examples and I knew what not to do. Who the fuck want to be steak? Who want to just, I don't feel like I should have to be that way no matter what type of situation I am. I just can't. They say don't say can't then. Right, look, I can't go for that. No, hey, no can do. Can't go for that. Can't go for that. Hey, that's the King of Swords. That's cutting somebody off. Look, can't go for that. You can't make this up. Let me get up off of here and I'll come back with some more because I'm about to tear this salad up. Literally, I'm not about to stop eating for no fucks. No. Any takers? Anybody? You got a buck? I'll be back though. This is funny. Thank you, new friends. Don't be afraid to chime in. It's good for your luck.